Hello, I'm Tom Alcott, co-founder of BlockMark Technologies, and I'm here today to give you a quick demo of our platform for issuing, managing and verifying certificates. There's obviously lots more information on our website, but we'll be looking at three different people: an issuer, a verifier and a manager, or someone who receives their certificates. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll introduce three characters. We have Bob, who's going to issue a certificate using the platform. I have Alice, who's going to receive a certificate through email on her mobile phone or tablet or desktop, and Victor, who will verify the certificate is authentic and is issued by Bob and received by Alice. So let's have a quick look at Bob. Bob has a dashboard here for his own account. He's going to switch accounts because he works for a company that issues certificates. So he's going to switch to Acme, which is his work account. On his work account, he has various certificates that he can issue, and you can see from the dashboard he can change his settings, his security, his employees and so forth, and he can look at all the issued certificates he's done to date. I'll show you those in just a moment. For now, let's issue a certificate to Alice, as I said. Just now, we're going to choose of his a selection of certificates that he can issue. For example, he can issue the ICVP, which is of great interest because it's the International Certificate for Vaccination and Prophylaxis, and that's the WHO standard for issuing paper-based certificates, and we have done a digital version of that. Now, let's issue to a person. You can see from the settings that you can have as many custom fields on the certificate as you wish, and you can add fields and logos and visuals. You can change the duration. You can log to the blockchain. This is of great interest if you want to make sure the certificates are not faked. You can change all the aspects of it. It can be issued to a guardian, particularly important for children and vulnerable adults. And you can change all of the details, the branding, and how the certificate is shared. So that's that back end there. Let's have a look at the issuing of a certificate. So let's issue a negative test result to Alice. We'll go to issue and simply complete the details and then press send. So Alice's email address is blockmarkreceiver@gmail, and her name is Alice, and she has just had a test result. And you can add extra information in here. As I mentioned, in settings, you might change the location or the doctor or the test kit number and the result, and you can then send that. This is the basic version of the certificate, and that certificate has now gone to Alice, and you can see it's active, it's time-stamped, it's logged on the blockchain. So how does Alice receive that certificate? Alice has a number of ways. She can go to her email, and she'll see at the top of her email there's an email just come in saying that she's got a COVID test result. She can then click through to share her certificate, or she can log into the platform and manage her own certificates. The first thing that she might want to do of interest is make it public so she can share it with people. What's also interesting is you can save it to your phone. So she can save it straight to her Apple Wallet like this with a QR code, or Android. This is not an app, so this is accessed through Apple Wallet or through a browser, but she can present it on the go. So she might decide to share her certificate for 7 days with someone, generate a link. You can see on the bottom here there's website embeds, email embeds, and she can download and print the certificate as well. So I'll just copy that link for now because she's going to present it to Victor. She can also print a paper copy off, which is quite important for the 5% of people that don't have mobile phones in the UK. So you can download that and present it, and that same QR code can be presented and verified by a verifier. So now Alice is going to send an email to Victor, and she's going to say, "Hi Victor, he is called BlockMark Verifier. His professional verification services, where he checks people to allow admission to buildings or venues," and she's going to say, "Here it is, here's my certificate," and she's just got a link there that she can paste, and you can just see the send button there. That's gone. So Alice has her certificates here. You can see that she has her ICVP, What's interesting about the ICVP certificate, if we look at her own certificates here, is that we have taken the format here of the International World Health Organization vaccination schemes. This one's for yellow fever, it could be for polio, and of course there's the green book for lots of other vaccinations. It could be any certificate template you wish to put on there, and the data will be filled automatically. Let's have a quick look at Victor. Victor, as I mentioned, is a verifier. So he wants to check. He's received an email, and in his email, Alice sends him lots of emails. She says, here it is, that's the email she just sent, and there's a link. So he clicks on the link, and sure enough, he's logged into the service. He can see that it is issued by Acme on Thursday at this time. Now, he wants to record that inspection, because he has paymasters that need to know that he's doing his job, and he might want to view the inspection, and you can see that the certificate was indeed valid at the time that he viewed it. Now, let's have a look at the blockchain log. Blockchain is quite complicated, but what we're doing here is we are simply logging the key information, Alice Jones here, and we're creating a hash and logging that hash onto the blockchain, so it's completely anonymized. It can also be verified that it was issued by Bob and it was received by Alice, and Victor has a record of that as well. So Bob can now go to his account and see that in his issued certificates, he can click there and see all the certificates that he's issued, and he can manage them from this central dashboard. You can see he's issued ICVPs and COVID-19s and various other certificates as well. He's also able to suspend or renew, or indeed sometimes revoke certificates. So if you do need to change the data on a certificate, most paper certificates are quite painful in the sense when you send them out, it's very difficult to have a product recall. But if you do change any of the data on your certificate, you can renew, revoke, and reissue certificates from this central dashboard. So, in summary, we have 3 partners here. We have Bob, Alice, and Victor, who issue, receive, and verify certificates.